Did you know that some everyday habits could be quietly stealing your balance without you even realizing it? As we age, it's easy to blame a little wobbling or an occasional stumble on just getting older. But here's what most people don't know. Doctors have found that nearly 99% of balance issues in older adults are not inevitable. They're often caused by a few preventable mistakes that slip into our daily routines. And if these small mistakes go unchecked, they can lead to dangerous falls, serious injuries, or worse. If you're between the ages of 55 and 80 and have ever felt a little unsteady on your feet, this video is for you. We're going to uncover the 5 most common mistakes that silently rob older adults of their balance. These aren't complicated medical conditions or rare diseases. They're simple daily habits, things you might not even think about, that can slowly chip away at your confidence and independence. The good news? Once you know what they are, you can fix them. You can start making small changes today that will strengthen your balance, protect your mobility, and help you live with peace of mind. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness and empowerment. Because staying balanced isn't just about avoiding falls, it's about staying in control of your life. Stick with me until the end, because the last mistake might surprise you the most. And fixing it could be the key to keeping your balance for years to come. Number 1. Ignoring inner ear and vision changes. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make, often without realizing it, is ignoring small changes in the inner ear and vision. These two systems are crucial for keeping you steady, and when they start to weaken, your balance can suffer almost overnight. The problem is, these changes often happen so gradually that you don't notice until you've had a close call, or even a fall. Let's start with your inner ear. Inside each ear is a tiny fluid-filled system called the vestibular system. It tells your brain where your head is in space. When it's working properly, you can move, turn, or bend without losing your sense of balance. But as we get older, the inner ear becomes less sensitive. You might notice slight dizziness when turning your head or a brief feeling of imbalance when standing up too quickly. It may seem small, but it's often an early warning sign that your body isn't adjusting as quickly as it used to. Now, add vision changes into the mix. Even if you've worn glasses for years, aging can affect your depth perception and peripheral vision. Suddenly, it becomes harder to see small changes in floor levels, steps, or shadows. That tiny delay in what your eyes detect can throw off how your body reacts, especially when walking from a bright room to a darker hallway or moving across uneven ground. Your eyes and your inner ear work together like a team, constantly telling your brain how to position your body. When one weakens, your balance suffers. But when both decline, your risk of falling skyrockets. Take Fred, a 79-year-old Navy veteran. He was always steady on his feet until one morning, he stumbled stepping out of the shower. He didn't feel dizzy, but something was off. Later, his doctor discovered fluid buildup in his inner ear, paired with a recent change in his glasses prescription. That combination threw his balance off. With medication and therapy, Fred got back on his feet, but only after learning how connected his eyes and ears really were. The lesson here is simple: never ignore subtle changes in your balance, hearing, or eyesight. If you feel dizzy more often, struggle to focus, or just feel off, see your doctor. You may need a hearing check, a new pair of glasses, or even a referral to a balance specialist. And here's a pro tip: regular eye exams are crucial. Many people benefit from glasses with anti-reflective coatings, which improve contrast and reduce glare, making it easier to move safely, especially outdoors or in brightly lit stores. Remember, balance isn't just about strong legs, it's also about giving your brain clear information from your senses. By taking care of your eyes and ears, you're giving yourself the tools you need to stay upright, move with confidence, and live without fear. Now, let's move to the second mistake. Number 2, wearing improper footwear at home. One of the biggest silent threats to your balance, especially inside your own home, is wearing the wrong kind of footwear. Now, this might sound simple, but stay with me. Many older adults, without even thinking about it, walk around in loose slippers, regular socks, or even barefoot. While that might feel cozy or convenient, it's one of the leading causes of slips, missteps, and falls that can lead to serious injuries. Here's why it matters. As we age, the skin on the bottoms of our feet becomes thinner. Our toes may stiffen or curl, and our natural arch support weakens. These changes affect how your feet grip the ground. If your footwear doesn't provide firm support or proper traction, your risk of slipping skyrockets, especially on smooth floors like tile, hardwood, or linoleum. The problem is that most slippers you find in stores today are made for comfort, not safety. They're soft and warm, yes, but they usually don't have proper heel support, arch structure, or non-slip soles. In fact, many are so loose that they can slide right off your feet while you walk. And socks? Unless they have rubber grips, they're the worst offender. They provide almost no traction, and one small misstep can send you to the floor in an instant. Take Doris, a 78-year-old grandmother of 5. She loved her soft, fluffy slippers and wore them every single day. But one morning, while making tea in the kitchen, she slipped and fell, ending up with a fractured wrist and a bruised hip. Her doctor later explained that her slippers had no grip, and her aging joint simply couldn't react fast enough to catch her. After that, Doris switched to well-fitted house shoes with rubber soles that hugged her feet. Since then, she hasn't had a single fall. So, what should you wear instead? Choose shoes or slippers with sturdy backs to keep your heels secure, proper arch support, and textured non-slip soles. Avoid flip-flops, floppy slippers, or anything that doesn't fully enclose your foot. Even inside your own home, good footwear is your first line of defense against falls. And here's one more tip: inspect your house shoes every few months. Even the best soles wear down over time, and once those treads get smooth, they stop gripping. If you notice your shoes sliding more than holding, it's time for a replacement. Remember, this isn't about giving up comfort, it's about smart comfort. There are plenty of supportive, cushioned options designed specifically for older adults that keep you both safe and comfortable. That one small change could be the very thing that keeps you standing tall for many more years. If you're finding these tips helpful, type number 2 in the comments below to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss these life-changing tips. Now, let's move to the next one. Number 3. Not adjusting medications that cause dizziness. Many older adults don't realize that the very medications meant to keep them healthy can quietly increase their risk of falling. One of the most overlooked balance mistakes is continuing to take medications that cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or blurred vision, without reviewing them regularly with a doctor. These side effects might seem minor at first, but over time, they can slowly erode your stability and coordination. Here's the part most people don't know: as we age, our bodies process medication differently. That same pill that worked perfectly in your 50s might hit you much harder in your 70s. Your liver and kidneys slow down, your body fat increases, and your overall metabolism changes. This means medications can stay in your bloodstream longer, which can intensify side effects like dizziness or imbalance. Blood pressure medications are a perfect example. While they're crucial for heart health, some can drop your blood pressure too low, especially when you stand up. This sudden drop, called orthostatic hypotension, can make you feel dizzy or even cause you to lose your footing. And the scary part? It happens fast. 1 second you're sitting or lying down, and the next, you're standing, only to feel the room spin or your legs weaken beneath you. If your reflexes are even slightly delayed, a fall is almost unavoidable. Sleep aids and anxiety medications are another hidden danger. While they may help you relax or get a good night's sleep, many of them create what's known as a hangover effect the next day. You wake up groggy, sluggish, and less coordinated, 3 things that dramatically increase your risk of falling. Even some common over-the-counter medications, like antihistamines, can affect your balance. They dry out the inner ear, disrupt your equilibrium, and make it harder for your body to stay steady. Now, here's the tricky part. Many older adults simply accept these side effects as part of aging. They think, well, I'm older now. Feeling dizzy or foggy is just normal. But that mindset is dangerous. Dizziness is not a natural part of aging, it's a warning sign. And if it's tied to your medication, that means it's something you can fix. Take Harold, for example. He's a 76-year-old retired postal worker who started feeling lightheaded every morning when he got out of bed. He brushed it off, thinking it was just fatigue or maybe dehydration. But then one morning, he slipped in the bathroom. Thankfully, it was only a minor fall. When he finally told his doctor, they discovered his blood pressure medication dosage was too high. After a simple adjustment, the dizziness disappeared, and so did Harold's fear of falling. The lesson is simple: communicate with your doctor. They're not mind readers. If you feel dizzy, foggy, or off balance, especially after starting or changing a medication, say something. Sometimes it only takes a small tweak in dosage, a change in timing, or switching to a different drug entirely to make a world of difference. And one more important note: never stop a medication on your own. Always work with your doctor to find the right balance between managing your condition and maintaining your stability. Number 4. Poor lighting in key areas. One of the most underestimated hazards for older adults is poor lighting, especially in high-risk areas like hallways, stairways, and bathrooms. It's easy to overlook because you've lived in your home for years. You think you know every corner and every step. You tell yourself, I can walk through here with my eyes closed. But what used to be familiar can quickly become dangerous when your vision and reflexes change with age. Here's the truth: even a slight reduction in lighting can drastically affect your depth perception. Your eyes also take longer to adjust when you move from a bright room into a darker one. And that split second of adjustment is often all it takes to misjudge a step, bump into furniture, or trip over something small like a rug. Low lighting also creates shadows that make it harder to see obstacles. Furniture edges disappear. Stairs or door thresholds can almost vanish. And as we age, our eyes need even more light to see clearly because the lenses in our eyes thicken and our pupils react more slowly to changes in brightness. Unfortunately, most homes still rely on outdated fixtures and dim bulbs, especially in bedrooms, bathrooms, and hallways. And those just happen to be the places where many falls occur. Take Nancy, a 72-year-old widow. She always kept a small lamp by her bed but rarely used it. One night, she got up to use the bathroom and decided she didn't need it. She tried to walk in the dark, tripped over a pair of shoes, and fell, breaking her wrist. 6 weeks in a cast, all because she thought she could still see in the dark like she used to. The fix? Simple and affordable. Start by installing brighter, daylight spectrum bulbs in the rooms you use most. Add night lights to hallways, staircases, and bathrooms so you're never walking in darkness. Motion sensor lights are also a great option. They turn on automatically, so you don't have to fumble for a switch. Don't forget about outdoor lighting either. Poor lighting near your porch or entryway can be just as dangerous. And for extra convenience, consider smart lighting or voice-activated switches, especially if reaching for a switch is difficult. The goal isn't to turn your house into a hospital, it's simply to eliminate shadows and dark spots where danger hides. Better lighting means better safety. When you can see clearly, you walk with confidence, and that alone can prevent countless falls. If you're finding these tips helpful, type number 4 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next life-saving tip. Here's the rewritten version in the same smooth, clear, and engaging narration style. If you're still here, type number 4 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content to keep you safe and informed. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, Skipping balance exercises. One of the most common, and most overlooked, mistakes that rob older adults of their stability is skipping balance-specific exercises. You might be walking every day, stretching, or even lifting a few light weights, but if you're not actively training your balance, you're missing a critical piece of the puzzle. Here's the truth: maintaining good balance isn't automatic. It's a skill. And just like any skill, it needs to be practiced regularly. Balance depends on a coordinated effort between your muscles, brain, vision, and inner ear. As we age, all of these systems naturally slow down a little. But the good news is this: they don't have to fail. With simple, consistent balance training, you can keep them sharp well into your 80s and beyond. Think of it this way: you brush your teeth every day to keep them strong, right? Your balance muscles, those in your hips, legs, and core, need the same kind of regular attention. When we neglect them, they weaken. And when those muscles are weak, your body isn't prepared to react quickly if you stumble, step on uneven ground, or shift your weight suddenly. The problem is, many people assume general activity is enough. But walking through the grocery store or tidying up the house doesn't challenge your balance system the way targeted exercises do. Simple movements like single-leg stands, heel-to-toe walking, or gentle Tai Chi routines are what truly train your body to stay steady. Without that challenge, your body slowly loses its ability to stabilize itself. And that's when falls happen. Take Carl, for example, a 74-year-old retired teacher. He thought his daily walks around the neighborhood were enough. But after 2 close calls on the stairs, his daughter urged him to see a physical therapist. What he learned surprised him: his legs were strong, but his coordination and reflexes were slowing down. He started a 10-minute daily balance routine. Within weeks, he noticed a huge difference: no more hesitating when stepping off a curb, and no more grabbing the railing every time he climbed the porch steps. Skipping balance exercises isn't just a missed opportunity, it's one of the clearest reasons older adults lose their footing. But here's the best part: it's completely within your control. Start small. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth. Practice walking in a straight line from one side of the room to the other. These simple exercises, done consistently, can dramatically improve your stability. Small actions, repeated daily, are what keep you steady when it matters most. Number 6, avoiding assistive devices out of pride. Now let's talk about another big mistake: avoiding assistive devices like canes, walkers, or even handrails. Many older adults skip them, not because they don't need them, but because they feel embarrassed or think it's a sign of weakness. But here's the truth: avoiding these tools doesn't protect your independence. It puts it at risk. A single slip on the stairs or one fall on your front step can land you in the hospital and take away the very independence you're trying to hold on to. The irony is that people think using a cane makes them look old. But you know what really takes away your freedom? A broken hip. Using an assistive device doesn't mean you're frail. It means you're smart. It means you care enough to protect yourself. Just like reading glasses help you see and hearing aids help you hear, a cane or walker is simply another tool, one designed to keep you safe. Think of it this way: strength isn't about pretending you don't need help. Strength is about knowing what your body needs and choosing to stay safe. Using an assistive device isn't giving up, it's taking control. Taking unnecessary risks with your balance is never worth it. Let me introduce you to Margaret, age 81. For years, she refused to use a cane, even after several minor falls. She kept telling herself she was fine. But then one day, she tripped over a rug and fractured her pelvis. That was her wake-up call. Today, Margaret uses a lightweight folding cane with a comfortable, patterned grip, and she walks with more confidence than she has in years. What changed? Not her ability, her mindset. Here's something you might not know: modern assistive devices are nothing like the clunky ones you might remember. Many canes fold up when not in use. Walkers now come with built-in storage seats, brakes, and wheels that glide smoothly across carpet or sidewalks. You no longer have to choose between safety and dignity. You can have both. And here's the best part. Many seniors find that once they start using these aids, they actually become more active. Why? Because they're no longer afraid of falling. That fear that kept them sitting on the couch starts to fade. And when you move more, you gain strength. And with strength comes even better balance. The bottom line is simple: assistive devices aren't a last resort. They are tools that help you stay independent and live life on your terms. Don't let outdated ideas about pride or appearance put your health at risk. If a cane or handrail prevents even one fall, it's worth it, because one serious fall can change everything. If you're still here and finding this video helpful, type number 6 in the comments below to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us continue making content that informs, inspires, and protects you. Final thoughts. Now that we've gone through these 6 common balance mistakes, I want you to pause and think about this. Which one surprised you the most? Was it realizing that poor lighting can be just as dangerous as slippery shoes? Or maybe it was the reminder that pride can sometimes get in the way of your safety. Whatever stood out to you, here's the most important thing to remember. These mistakes are not signs of weakness. They're opportunities. Opportunities to take back control of your health and your independence. Balance doesn't just vanish overnight. It slips away slowly through habits we don't even notice. The good news is, that means we can protect it, and even improve it, with small, smart changes in our daily lives. Every time you swap unsafe slippers for sturdy shoes, every time you turn on a night light, every time you speak to your doctor about dizziness, you're investing in your future stability. There's power in paying attention to your body. There's wisdom in adapting instead of resisting. And there's dignity in doing what it takes to stay on your feet, not just for yourself, but for those who love and depend on you. So, which of these 6 balance mistakes are you ready to fix today? Maybe it's replacing worn-out slippers, booking an eye exam, or finally letting go of the idea that using a cane is something to be ashamed of. Whatever it is, remember this: you're not alone. And every step you take to protect your balance is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. You made it to the end of this video, and that tells me something important. You care. You care about your health, your future, and your ability to keep living life on your terms. That mindset is what helps people not just live longer, but live better. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your life. Your feedback motivates and inspires us to keep making content that truly matters. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us continue to create content that protects and empowers you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.